Richard Bennett was an English governor of the colony of Virginia. Biography. Born in Wiveliscombe, Somerset, Bennett served as governor from the 30th of April 1652 until the 2nd of March 1655. His uncle, Edward Bennett, was a wealthy merchant from London and one of the few Puritan members of the Virginia Company, who had travelled to Virginia Colony in 1621 and settled in Keck, renamed Isle of Wight County in 1637. Richard Bennett followed his uncle there as a representative of his business interests, and quickly rose to prominence, serving in the House of Burgesses in 1629 and 1631 and becoming a leader of the small Puritan community south of the James River, taking them from Warrisquioke to Nansemond and beginning in 1635. He was a member of the Governor Francis Wyatt's council in 1639–42. In 1648, he fled to Anne Arundel, Maryland. Governor William Berkeley had been sympathetic to the Crown during the Civil War, but on the 12th of March 1652, he surrendered to representatives of the Commonwealth, and Bennett, then back in Virginia, was unanimously elected by the House of Burgesses on the 30th of April. Though little is known about his time as governor, it is believed that he was popular with the colonists. While governor of Virginia, he also spent much time directing affairs in Maryland colony, negotiating with the Susquehannock tribe and signing a treaty with them on the 5th of July 1652, whereby they ceded the claims to all the land lying from the Patuxent River unto Palmer's Island on the western side of the Bay of Chesapeake, and from Choptank River to the northeast branch which lies to the northward of Elk River on the eastern side of the bay. He helped ensure Puritan control over the colony of Maryland, then on the 30th of March 1655, voluntarily abandoned his office and left for England to see Cromwell. On the 30th of November 1657, Bennett, having returned to the colonies, signed the treaty with Cecilius Calvert, 2nd Baron Baltimore, which recognized the latter's claim to Maryland. He returned to the Governor's Council, and also became a Major General, leading forces against a marauding Dutch fleet of 4 vessels committing depredations at Hampton Roads in 1667. In 1672, George Fox, founder of the Quaker movement, visited the Virginia Puritans in Nansemond and succeeded in converting most of them to his faith, including Bennett family. Richard Bennett is thought to be a son of Thomas Bennett and Nancy Thompson of Wiveliscombe. In 1666, Secretary Thomas Ludwell wrote to Henry Bennett, 1st Earl of Arlington, that Richard Bennett seemed to be of the same family, sharing the same coat of arms. By 1642, Richard Bennett married Mary Ann Longworth. The children were: Richard Bennett Jr. married Henrietta Maria Neal, daughter of James Neal of Maryland, drowned at sea 1676. Anna Bennett first married Theodoric Bland of Westover in 1660 and had 3 sons. The original surveyor of both Alexandria and Williamsburg, Theodoric Bland, Richard Bland, and John Bland, who was the great-grandfather of Chancellor Theodoric Bland of Maryland. Her second marriage was to Col. St. Legicod, and they had 1 son, also named St. Legicod. Elizabeth Bennett married Col. Charles Scarborough of Accomack County, the son of Edmund Scarborough. Bennett's descendants include Richard Bland II, John Randolph of Roanoke, Henry Lee III, Robert E. Lee, and Roger Atkinson Pryor.